The most altruistic man is the most selfish. Nothing in this world is impossible to a willing heart. It is not best to swap horses while crossing the river. Teach the children so it won't be necessary to teach the adults. If we magnified our successes as much as we magnify our disappointments, we'd all be much happier. You can lose everything in life, but not dreams. That from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. In the end, it's not the years in your life that counts. It's the life in your years. And this, too, shall pass away. Abraham Lincoln. We shall sooner have the fowl by hatching the egg than by smashing it. You can complain because a rose has thorns, or you can rejoice because the thorns have a rose. Don't believe everything you read on the internet. The best way to predict the future is to create it. The best thing a man can do for his children is love their mother. The only way to predict the future is to create it. So you're the little woman who wrote the book that made this great war. My dream is of a place and a time where America will once again be seen as the last best hope of Earth. The path was worn and slippery. My foot slipped from under me, knocking the other out of the way. But I recovered and said to myself, it's a slip and not a fall. A universal feeling, whether well or ill-founded, cannot be safely disregarded. I shall adopt new muse as fast as they appear to be true muse. Everyone desires to live long, but no one would be old. I have destroyed my enemies when I make friends with them. With the catching end the pleasures of the chase. I have never had a feeling politically that did not spring from the sentiments embodied in the Declaration of Independence. February 22, 1861. You can have no conflict without being yourselves the aggressors. How weak and fruitless must be any word of mine. I have been too familiar with disappointments to be very much chagrined. Gold is good in its place, but living, brave, patriotic men are better than gold. I do not wish you to believe that I assume to be any better than others who have gone before me. When arguing with a fool, first make sure the other person isn't doing the same. How many legs does a dog have if you call the tail a leg? 4. Calling a tail a leg doesn't make it a leg. He who does something at the head of one regiment will eclipse him who does nothing at the head of 100. As our case is new, we must think and act anew. Abraham Lincoln. No man who is resolved to make the most of himself can spare time for personal contention. Have I not destroyed my enemy when I have made him into my friend? When arguing with a fool, make sure the opponent isn't doing the exact same thing. So true it is that man proposes and God disposes. I never tire of reading Tom Paine. She won't think anything about it. Kindness is the only service that will stand the storm of life and not wash out. Lincoln on Grant. He makes things get. Wherever he is, he makes things move.